Uh, Very good morning, dear student. Dear student, I hope that you all are happy and safe at your houses with your family members. Students, today we are going to learn a small poem named The Kite, and it is written by Harry Bahan. Today I will explain the poem, and tomorrow I will discuss question and answer of this poem. So your assignment for today is to write down whole poem in your English notebook along with summary. Now come to the poem, The Kite. All of us like to fly kites. Have you ever tried to fly one? Read this poem about a kite as it flies in the sky. And the poem goes like that. How bright on the blue is a kite when it's new. With a dive and a dip, it snaps its tail, then soars like a ship with only a sail. Bright means shining. Blue, although blue is a name of a color, but here the sky. Dive means to jump. Dip means something which goes lower and raise. Snaps, cracks. Source goes higher, and sail is a piece of cloth or canvas. The poet says a new kite looks bright when the sky is clear and blue. The kite jumps and bends sideways. It moves its tail with a noise. Then the kite rises high like a ship with a sail cloth. The kite with a sail cloth. The kite has only one sail of string. As over tides of wind it rides, climbs to the crest of a gust and pulls, then seems to rest as wind falls. Tide means gust, rides, travels, and crest, top, gust, sudden strong wind. Rest means a short pause. Falls means become slow. The poet says it rides over the storm winds and climbs to their top like a ship. It pulls forward when the wind is strong, but as the wind falls, it also rests for a while. When a string goes slack, you wind it back. You wind it back and run until a new breeze blows, and its wing fill and up it goes. String means cord. Wind means to coil something. And blows, where is blow? Blows means moves. When the thread tied to the kite become loose, the flyer rolls the thread back. Then again the flyer runs until the kite is filled with wind and goes up. How bright on the blue is a kite when it's new, but a rather thing you never will see when it flaps on a string in the top of the tree. Rather means more torn and dirty, something which is torn and became dirty, and flaps means to flutter on a clear sky. The new kite shines, but it gets torn badly when it flaps on the tree top. I am once again repeating the summary of this poem. A new kite looks bright when the sky is clear and blue. The kite jumps and bends sideways. It moves its tail with a noise. Then the kite rises high like a ship with a sailcloth. The kite has only one sail of a string. It rises over the storm winds and climbs to their top like a ship. It pulls forward when the wind is strong, but as the wind falls, it also rests for a while. When the thread tied to the kite becomes loose, the flyer rolls the thread back. Then again the flyer who is flying the kite runs until the kite is filled with wind and goes up. And the last stanza, on a clear blue sky, the new kite shines, but it gets torn badly when it flaps on the treetop. Dear friend, this is the explanation of this poem. I hope it will help you. It will help in your online study. Thank you very much for listening and watching this video.